Hello everybody, this is Bev at Clarkovision, and it's a VCLT video, this really, but it's the one that's my most wanted record of, or item of 2020, that's for sure. In fact, I've been wanting this for about 30 years, to be honest with you, something like this. Finally got their backsides in gear. Yes. The mail has just come. Because of the COVID-19 hanging around, I opened the outer packaging and binned it, and subsequently just wiped over the cellophane here, which is about to be removed. I've just split the side for easy access. So yeah, this is the second piece of the VCLT that, if you may have seen a video that I put up fairly recently from Darcy across in Canada. Absolutely amazing guy, really one of the VC's finest. I think he's away over 1,000 subscribers now anyway, which is well deserved, Darcy. The link to Darcy's channel, 6 Strings 9 Lives, is below. If you're not a subscriber to Darcy, then that's a shame because you're missing out. So I strongly urge you to subscribe. Lovely guy. And this was the second part of his VCLT, because he says to me, there's another bit coming, he says, but it's not released yet, so... And yeah, so and 2 weeks later than the actual release date, I think, but that's because somebody was buying it for me and it's come from overseas. Just that extra bit of waiting after 30 odd years is, although it was a bit of a strain, it was worth it. So yeah, this is definitely for the early years. I didn't quite get the sort of fake kind of ringwear effect. I don't really think that's that necessary, because it would have been better with just a proper clear picture, I think. But anyway, so this contains remasters of On Through the Night and High and Dry. It also contains the never before released live show from Oxford in 1980. Then you've got, they've titled it Too Many Jitterbugs. I know there's a bootleg out there. In fact, I might have it. Or there's more than one probably. One of the song titles is Too Many Jitterbugs, but it's I can't even remember the song, but it's part of the lyrics to one of the songs. But anyway, so that's where that came from. And Raw, which is the early BBC sessions from 79 and 80, and you've got the Reading Festival live audio here as well. So these were only ever available unofficially bootlegged before, unless you landed one of the old BBC records that are around here and there, which were obviously not, they were BBC things anyway, so they weren't really supposed to be for the general public. But this is the first time that all that good stuff has officially been put out there, with Pete Willis and Steve Clark in the lineup. And I have heard the BBC ones before, and the Reading Festival. What I've not heard before that's new to me is the Oxford gig here, because that's never been accessible until now. And yeah, I don't even need to put it on to tell you that it's way better than today's version of that band. They do insist on still using this name, which to me is just ridiculous, because they're nothing like this band here. They're a pale shadow of what's on here, and I don't care what anybody says, this is Def Leppard, and you see them today, you're seeing a wishy-washy bubblegum nonsense piece of crap as far as I'm concerned. That's how it is. So, and let's just get into it. So Darcy, I'm so excited to get this, you've no idea. I was expecting it to be smaller than this. It's like the size of 7-inch single box kind of thing. I was just expecting it to be a CD sized box, you know, like the size of jewel cases. I will be keeping the hype sticker. You know, as a fan of the original Def Leppard from the 1980s, there was only ever one live official release, and that was in the Round in Your Face, which came out right at the end of the 80s after the Hysteria tour. That was your only chance ever to get a live experience of Steve Clark. As for Pete Willis, you know, there was nothing official. I'm trying to think, in case I've missed anything out. No, I don't think so. Nothing official from the Pete Willis era live. And just the one concert, which was edited irritatingly as well. Much to my annoyance, because they cut out some of the Steve Clark bits that should not have been cut out as well, but you know, they're not in charge of such things. And for a band who reached the status that they reached during the 80s, in that time period, I mean, On Through the Night and High and Dry charted really quite well in the British charts back in the day. They got in the charts, and for some reason it was when they went to America, America loved them, and they kind of just fell off the radar in the UK. I don't know why, and I think a lot's to do with the way Britain views hard rock and heavy metal, basically. And they didn't come back in Britain until Hysteria. Pyromania kind of didn't really register here at all. But, you know, that band was massive, and you know, it was the biggest British export ever, and I just cannot fathom why, when you compare, you know, other bands. Iron Maiden have released so much from their early years, their 80s heyday. So have other bands. I mean, Kiss and all these big 80s bands, you know, not just British, all bands from everywhere. The Scorpions, you could find live footage after live footage by the truckload for all these other bands, and yet we've only just now, 40 years later, getting something featuring Pete Willis officially. It's nothing short of ridiculous, and what I want to see next is some live video footage from these early tours. There has to be something out there for High and Dry. I know there's stuff out there for Pyromania, and I know there is more stuff out there for Hysteria, so get on it, please. Because that's all I'm interested in, quite frankly. So let's get on with this. I mean, I just, you know, there's the back showing you, telling you what's on all the things. So there's a book in here as well. Quite a sturdy-ish box. Interesting the way it is. It makes it easy to get out, I suppose. So we've got here, this slides out, and is this the book? This is the book. And it says 1979 life-changing year. Yeah, it was. For lots of people. So this is the book, obviously, and the write-ups by Paul Elliott. I think he worked for something like Kerrang or Metal Hammer or one of these things back in the day. So I'm really going to be looking forward to this. You've got a whole ton of old school memorabilia, you know, adverts for everything. There we go. More pictures. I've probably seen the most of these. If you know, if they're all from Ross Halfin's early collection, I'll have probably seen the most of them. I keep hoping to find more pictures of Steve that I've not seen before. There probably is some out there somewhere. But yeah, so I'm so looking forward to this. Just absolutely brilliant. That's Def Leppard. None of this macho cack that you see today and that America seems to think are, well, I can't know what America are thinking basically. But yeah, there you go. Classic picture. So, yes, that's that. And this will be the bit that houses the discs, so it's like that. Oh yeah, On Through the Night sitting there obviously. So you've got High and Dry and the Oxford show in the middle section, and then you've got the BBC and rare demos and stuff like that. Super, nicely done actually, very nicely done. I was aware that they would be coming in card sleeves. Yeah, it's just a card outer of the, which is perfect for me to use some more of my inner sleeve thingies for the CDs that I showed in a previous, the Nagaoka inner sleeve pockets. I will be getting these out. In fact, they're just over there. Yep, so that's the CD is the Vertigo record label. Absolutely cool. So that's just the album. Very cool. Dun, dun, dun. High and Dry. Here we have High and Dry. It's got the cover with the red title. And High and Dry, I'm assuming, oh yeah, it's got the Vertigo spaceship thing again. So that's cool. I mean, this band, they were a real band back then. They were just so cool back in the 80s. And the personalities, everything about them was different. They were far more humble and appreciative, and they came over nicely in interviews, you know, not sounding cocky and big-headed. Kind of things like that. Just, they were genuinely likeable at that point in time. Yeah, something changed over the years, obviously. Here is the When the Walls Came Tumbling Down, is what they're calling the Oxford show at the New Theatre, and it's on like an old style red label like the EP. The first EP was done with that kind of record label. This will be going on first. This is the Holy Grail of 2020. Unless they come out with some amazing High and Dry live gig, and that will join us. Yeah. I'll get this one out here. So this is the Too Many Jitterbugs, which has the, this is the one that's got the original single version of Wasted, because it's different to the version on Through the Night. You've got the single version of Hello America as well, that, as at least as a single. You've got Glad I'm Alive, which was a B-side. There's an early version of Rock Brigade here, which is different to On Through the Night. Oh, these are cool. These are cool. Good Morning Freedom, Let It Go single edit, Switch 65 single edit, Heartbreak single edit, and Me and My Wine original. Yeah, just Riding to the Sun, Get Your Rocks Off. And this one is done in the red EP record label style. Yep. Absolutely fantastic. They could have left these two off. That's the Bringing On the Heartbreak and Me and My Wine remixes from '84 that Mutt Lang got his hands on. Because I was going to say that's on certainly on the CD version of High and Dry, but looking at this one, it's not. They're not billed on here, so I don't know if this is just the original High and Dry, as in how it was in 1981. Which, if it is, will be the first time it's been released on CD with just the 10 original songs and not the remixes added on, which is kind of cool as well. And the last one is the raw stuff. This will be the BBC sessions. Oh, this is classic. Absolutely brilliant. These are wonderful shows. Absolutely wonderful. How a band should sound. Just pure raw, as it says here. And again, that's red, like the old Red Label EP. Proper band. No frills, no cack. Yep, I've got BBC Andy Peebles, that was 79, then you've got the Friday Rock Show, 79, Reading Festival, 1980. Classic songs on here like Glad I'm Alive, Sorrow as a Woman, Good Morning Freedom, Medicine Man. Is that the one that turned out to be... Oh God. It either turned into... I can't remember. It was either going to... Medicine Man became either Let It Go or Rock Till You Drop. I can't remember which, but it's one of them, I think. They have so much fun. Yeah. You need to get this, Kevin. When you're feeling better, get this ordered. You need to get this as well. Right. That's War God 60. So, yeah. Darcy, absolutely... You know, the fact that you wanted to actually buy this for me is so kind, because I know it's not the cheapest thing in the world, and I know it's not about things like money or whatever. It's about just buying something for a friend, and that is exactly what you are. You are a friend, a great friend, a dear friend. It's just unfortunate there's all that water in between everybody, which makes it hard to just pop over. Even so, if you lived next door to me right now, I still couldn't come and see you because of this nonsense. But this has put a smile on my face, because I was just feeling a bit down the last few days because of this whole saga, because it's like your life's on hold. You can't really do anything, because I'm classed as high risk, so I'm not at work either at the moment, and I can't work from home because of the type of work I do, and it's just, you know, you think, well, there's so many things you could do, but then you sit and think, well, what will I do first? Where do I start? I could have a list of things, but, you know, but I'll tell you what I am going to do now is put on the Oxford 1980. Oh, yes. So I am so thrilled to have this, and for someone to buy it for me too, it's so special. It means so much to me, Darcy, so thank you so much. And a quick thanks to Jim Davies too, because you know why I'm saying thanks to you as well. But yeah, honestly, subscribe to Darcy below, and yeah, get that CD set if you don't have it. Right, bye for now.